yourself to our site viewers.
Yes, I'm Daniel.
And I'm Mark, and we're Nothing More.
Great. Thank you guys so much for joining me here at Carolina Rebellion. How are you enjoying the day so far?
Oh, it's been awesome.
Yeah, really good.
So, I mean, this is the time it's getting a ton of we're from Philly, so it's been on constant rotation, like, up there. Are you happy with the feedback and the way it's been performing so far?
Yeah, totally. It's our first big radio push, and, we saw it hit the charts before we started this tour with Lacuna Coil. We took the first couple of months of the year off to rebuild some things and get ready for this push. And since we've been out, we've seen it gone from like 38 to now number 11, and we can't be more happy about it. It's very exciting.
Is it surreal for you guys to watch the climb like that? I'm always fascinated by that.
Yeah, it is, because we've always been just very hands-on with everything we do, because we've been around for years and really, have been a DIY band in a lot of ways, and to have something so big just kind of happening without our immediate input or work, it's just it's amazing. It's a cool feeling. And to know that so many people are connecting with the song, too. As we're going, we see more and more people in the audience singing it as we play it live, and it's a rockin' feeling.
I mean, what I like so much about your band is that you actually have something to say. Like, I was reading a lot of the lyrics that are on the website. I really liked, is it Mr. MTV and Christ copyright and everything. And I mean, I think it's important that people kind of pay attention to the lyrics. I feel that they get caught up in other things sometimes.
Yeah. We're a band that's always just been very lyrically focused, and we all kind of have similar opinions on things like religion and politics and media, and we all grew up in the church, so that's always a good thing to piss you off and give you something to write about. But again, it's cool to see so many people connecting with the lyrical side of the band too, and know that we're kind of striking a chord with something that a lot of people feel, and when we write, it's genuinely out of an expression of something, I don't know, we've thought about, like with Price copyright, something we've dealt with, and like I said, to be able to connect with people and have them express those lyrics and that they feel the same way and kind of release in that is a really cool feeling.
No, I completely agree. Like he was saying, we're really lyrically focused. Everyone kind of puts in their 2 cents, and it's a big melting pot. And we kind of choose, this part of yours is awesome, let's do this part of mine, Johnny's, Paul's. And, we really, a lot of rock in general is really bland these days and not really saying anything. And not to say that... Right.
Yeah. Right.
But it's just, I guess it's nothing new, and it's sad, So not to say that we're no better than anybody else, but we're, I guess, maybe just really focused on what we want to say and the message we want to push.
Yeah, and we're really fortunate to have 4 writers in the band. Like, we all write, and like I was saying, like, we all have come together with very similar ideas philosophically about a lot of things, and that's just been a huge asset in making the songs what they are.
So, I mean, when you're in that headspace and you're writing, and then you're going out each night and you're performing these songs, is it ever, hard to put so much of yourselves out there? Like, you're kind of reliving those emotions each night, when you were writing it?
Sometimes I think it always varies, I think. Like,
yeah, we've been talking, actually, there's like this tour especially, it's been like a new step for us, and like I know I've talked to Dan about like just really every song kind of putting yourself in that space and like really thinking about what the message is of it and going there, and it's a lot of people that's really hard to do, and I think we're understanding that, but like we're I guess night after night really able to focus and go to those places, that a lot of times people shy away from.
Absolutely. So you guys are hitting the festival circuit pretty hard this summer. Is there any other one you're really excited about?
Really stoked about Rock on the Range.
We'll be there. So am I.
Yeah, you know, we've heard about all these festivals for years, so it's like it's just so cool to actually be on them and get to see what it is and feel the energy. And the bills are just phenomenal on all of them. You know, I mean, Kid Rock and 311 tonight. You know, it's like what?
It's so hard to even, I think, for fans to even make the decision like which one they're going to go to.
Yeah, and there's a big festival actually in San Antonio, the River City Rock Fest. So we're all, you know, it's hometown. We never really play huge. Well, it seems like huge festivals don't ever come to San Antonio, but this one just started up a couple of years ago, and it's, you know, it's connecting, and it's just going to be an awesome thing, and we'll get to be there with all of our friends and family. So yeah.
What do you enjoy the most about the festival atmosphere versus the you know, smaller, intimate venues? I'm sure there's like a different vibe going on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure our answer will be totally different. I think one cool thing is how many bands are here, and like there are bands from all over. That sometimes see you play and you get to meet them and they're just walking around and it's like, holy crap, like I've worshipped you for years and now you're now
I am sharing a stage with you now.
Yeah, you know, we all have like these cubicles, these awesome like kind of dressing room areas backstage, and you know, you'll just see people hanging out and they're just, you get to see them as normal people, and everyone's usually extremely kind and open to talking to you, and it's really neat.
Yeah, just to have normal conversation kind of with those people and shoot the shit.
And the food's always good too.
Yeah,
you know, like I just had a cup of coffee and I didn't have to make it. Like that's kind of nice.
So, you know, we've seen an uprise of social media in the way that artists are able to promote now. It's, you know, I mean, it's probably really been like a huge jump in the last like 3 years, 5 years. How's that been a tool for you guys? Do you think some of the shroud of mystery has been lifted around rock and roll for that?
Yes, I definitely agree with what you're saying. It's kind of been neat. I think in the last 3 to 4 months, we've really, I think, focused everything a little more with our posts, and you know, everybody's trying to gain numbers, you know, and so we're not going to do that. And yes, it's been rising, but we want to make sure our content is real and it means something, just like our music and our lyrics. So having everything focused is, I don't know, it makes us all really happy and even more stand behind what we do. And it's, I think the best feeling in the world is when knowing I'm a part of something that's bigger than me, and it's like, I happen to be there. I think that's the thing, and it's what it's taking on and how it's growing is cool.
Yeah, and I think it definitely is lifting the veil on a lot of things, you know, but just kind of like how downloading, like technology's kind of taken some money out of the music industry, making it, you know, making labels smaller and it's harder to get signed, and there's not as much money. But the double-edged sword of that is that now recording technology is incredibly cheap and everybody can do it themselves. So you're able to be more creative with
bands crafting whole albums in their basements. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Totally. And I think it's the same thing with social media, you know, like now that the veil's lifted, you know, it's like you can be who you are, and if you so choose to, like, you can in a very creative way connect with people and make your music that more impactful. Like, we're all big fans of Thrice, and their lead singer Dustin Kinstry, like Mark brought up the other day, he was just on this forum, like, talking to people, you know, answering questions, and he's a man we all look up to, like, philosophically and musically and in every way. So for people to have direct access and to kind of to have like the veil lifted in a really cool, unique way, to kind of, I don't know, you get to see a craftsman work and kind of how he thinks, you know, it's not all so, you know, you see him for an hour and then once a year and he's gone kind of thing. So it's neat.
So for each one of you, do you have a pivotal music moment that occurred in your life that made you decide you wanted to pursue it for a career?
The day I know I wanted to pursue music with everything I had was this day at watching my older brother play bass at our school we had like camps, you know, like a 3-day camp, and he was a senior, I was a freshman, and it was a talent show. And him and a couple friends did this cool like R&B song, and there's something about that day, like the bass guitar connected with me, and I was like, oh, I need to devote my life to this forever. And that was when I was, I guess, 14, and that changed everything. So
for me, it's funny. I went to this church camp with Johnny and in middle school, and I had just started playing guitar, and I was obsessed with Metallica solos and learning them all. And of course, I was that guy and brought my guitar to camp, and was playing the solos and just playing because I love to play, which is awesome. That's really cool, that gift that kids have, and they just go with it. And Johnny approached me and was like, dude, you're really good. You want to be in my band? And I told him no. And I just wanted to play other people's music, and I was content doing that. And, I actually thought about it and called him 6 months later, went to go jam, and it was the coolest feeling in the world. And
look at where you guys are now. That's
same band that, the first band I've ever been in. So, 15 years later. Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you guys so much for taking a few minutes to speak with me. Hopefully we'll catch up again at Rock on the Range. Is there any comments you'd like to share with fans?
I think part of our message and what is constant, and this is the time ballast, is we are the jail and we are the key. And that's a big theme of the song, and letting go. And you are the solution to your own problems. So I think that we want to say that.
I definitely hope people are listening, like I really do. So, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.